the scoreboard says it was a pretty good day. How did you feel about it when you look back now?
Yeah, look, I think we had a focus of not worrying about the scoreboard and just getting back to what we'd been doing for probably the previous sort of 4 or 5 weeks. We weren't horrible last week, but we didn't play anywhere near our best, and we're still within a kick early in the last quarter. So it certainly wasn't doom and gloom from our end. We thought we'd been playing pretty good footy, trained well again during the week, and then came out and played pretty even, which is generally when we play pretty good footy.
The thing that was tough about last week was scoring, and most teams are finding it tough to score against Subi, but you didn't have a problem scoring today, which was nice.
Well, it helps if you get the ball inside 50 more, and with more fluid. We've been playing a lot of young blokes. Last week maybe we got over that tipping point. I think we had sort of 10 with 9 games or less last week, and they're a pretty experienced team. So things didn't work as we would have liked, but we probably learned a little bit about our group and some of our boys. So they won the battle, but we'll get another go hopefully.
How impressed are you with? Well, how easy is it to get a forward line with 4 or 5 blokes who are 6'6" to work together, as well as this mob look as though they are?
Jimmy and Mace have played a fair bit together already. Probably last year we went mostly with 3 talls as well, but obviously probably didn't have one the size of Blake. And to be honest, some of the guys that have come in and played back have allowed us to push him forward. We pushed him forward out of necessity, and it was something that we'd been wanting to do, and we sort of got forced to do it. But they worked pretty well together today. And then you get Kelly, Ninyet, Motlop, Donaldson, Dragovic that can sort of play around their feet. Hopefully the plan is if the big guys get you, that's good. If they don't, then hopefully the little guys can do their bit.
Do you anticipate that you'll only see him for 1 year, Schlensog?
Well, he's going well. Showed he can play back and showed he can play forward. We're just, we're really happy with what he's delivered for us this year. He's obviously, as a 20-year-old moving into state, he's exceeded all our expectations. So we're enjoying having him here for now, and he's an important part of our group.
Yeah. What's Hamish Free done in the last 2 weeks to get to the level that he is at now?
A bit of it's opportunity. Higo's been a great player for us for a long time. We'd spoken about it mid-year that Hamish would have to get a look and play a few, and we'd planned for that anyway towards the back half of the year. And unfortunately for Higo, he got injured and then got re-injured. So, I think the thing for Hamish is he's been able to string, quite a few games together, gone pretty well in most of them, and got a bit of confidence. And I think he feels like he can compete at this level. So he was pretty good again today, I thought.
Yeah, is he at a level now where it's his spot to lose?
I think when you're in the team and you're playing well, it's always your spot first. If you keep playing well, it's going to be hard to push you out. So, hopefully we have that problem in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, with Brock, how far do you expect him to be away? And, you also got Zach Dent, Ben Rioli to try to come back as well.
Brock will be at least a couple of weeks, I think, till he's back and pushing to play. Dent will be close for next week. And then we've got a 16-day break after that, so it's whether we risk him or hold him over. He's been pretty important to us. He was pretty good for the 6.5 quarters that we had him when he come back in, so we certainly won't take any risk. Rioli, he'll be a couple of weeks away, I think. Everything going well. Florenka will roll out next week and play his first bit of footy for the year, and he's, last year is our best midfielder, so he's an important one for us to get back. And then there's some guys that have played league footy earlier in the year, playing reserves that are playing quite well. So the key is just to get them all fit and available. So that's what we're trying to do.
What does Main have to do to be different to the issue that he's had for the last, whatever it is, 2 months or 3 months?
He did everything. Asked of him, trained well, hadn't had any pain, and it had settled right down. So, we certainly won't take any risks with him. We didn't this week, unfortunately didn't get through, so we're not really sure what it is or, how big a setback it is. But with the scoreboard how it was and, him having obviously some extended periods out, we chose to rest him straight away.
Do you have fears that he might not be able to have an impact this year now?
I think we're very confident that if he can get it right, he'll have an impact. He hadn't played for quite a few weeks today, and I thought he was pretty good. Yeah. In the first quarter and a half, he looked sharp. So, he's in our best team. He's our captain, and we want him to play. So we'll start the rehab again, or we'll scan it and see what it is, and then we'll get him ready.
You picked up 12% percentage points, which is pretty handy. How significant is that?
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't looked at the ladder or where it sits, but I know we lost a little bit last week, and that was probably the main thing we spoke about. In the second half was keep doing what we're doing, but the biggest impact on percentage is, keeping the opposition to a lower score rather than kicking a huge score yourself. So I thought we stuck to that. It'll be important, but all those teams around that are fighting are all playing each other, and in the next few weeks. So if you keep winning, percentage probably irrelevant.
Yeah.
Be nice to get back home now next week.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while. Can't even remember. It might be Perth, maybe. I think we've had at least 3 away, maybe 4. I can't remember. So yeah, it'll be good to get it home, and I'm pretty sure East Fremantle got over the top today. So they've been in pretty good touch. So it'll be a good game. Hopefully we get some sun and and the rain stays away. It'd be nice. Seems like it's been raining for the whole of July, but yeah, we'll get back and recover and start planning for next week.
How would you like to coach your team in a night grand final?
Don't really care, to be honest, if it's a grand final. Doesn't really faze me, to be honest. We'll play anywhere, anytime. We've got a bit of work to do to qualify to do that, but people getting paid a lot more than me will make that decision. So I don't think my opinion really will matter too much.